Good evening, everybody. Now, over the past 2 months, school districts across the country faced a rising number of threats and rising concerns from parents.
KVUE's Mike Marute spoke with local district leaders about how they juggle threat analysis, sharing information, and keeping students and staff safe without causing panic.
Threats against school come in many forms. Most often, they show up on social media.
Our most recent one was on TikTok.
Police arrested a LaGrange ISD middle school student for making a threat in December. This week, TikTok announced that it tightened its rules in an attempt to prevent harmful hoaxes or threats from spreading. In the same week as the LaGrange arrest, at least 5 other school districts also reported threats.
It was a pretty crazy week, to be perfectly honest with you, pretty crazy week and a half.
Chief Andy Michael runs Lake Travis ISD's new school district police department.
Once something gets traction on social media, it sometimes becomes so far from what's actually happening here at the district that, you know, our hands are kind of tied.
Michael, along with his counterparts in other districts, need to balance sharing information without needlessly worrying students, families, and staff.
Because of the climate that we're in, heightens the anxiety and the frustrations and the concerns that people feel.
Round Rock ISD's Police Chief Jeffrey Yarbrough says the balancing act's not easy.
We want to define the points of origin, the persons of origin, so that we can determine who to go to find out the credibility and to weigh them and to measure that credibility.
But when threats come in all forms and many involve guns, school district security needs to take context into the analysis too.
A student could be well-intended and be sharing hunting or something that, you know, is allowable and unrelated to school.
And leadership from Leander ISD recommends all students give a second thought to what they post online, because it could have serious consequences, including criminal charges.
Once a student shares a photo or anybody shares a photo, you lose control. Once it leaves you, you better have a good idea of how it's going to be used with who you're sending it to.
In Austin, I'm Mike Marute.